poof. It's magical. The YouTube algorithm rewards relevancy. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how anybody, regardless of channel size, can move forward and increase the number of views to the videos they publish. You dig?
Brian G. Johnson.
Hey, it's me, Brian G. Welcome back. High five. If you're new to the channel and you want to not only upload your videos to YouTube, but amplify them, well, make sure to subscribe and click that bell icon so you don't miss anything. On January 2nd, 2017, I published a video to YouTube titled YouTube Algorithm Explained. Now, that video is currently ranking #1. That video is also ranking in the top 10, mixing it up with, PewDiePie and game theory. Oh, yeah! What relevancy means, it's being closely connected. And the connection begins when somebody searches on YouTube. We'll call that the search query. Now, if we look at the definition of connected, that means to bring together. So what YouTube is doing is bringing together the search query with a video and specifically the metadata that most closely matches and is connected to the search query. And when you understand how to leverage this, poof, it's magical. Now, the 3 core ranking factors that YouTube looks at is accumulated minutes watched. In other words, as a video gains a view, it earns however long that viewer watched the video for. So a channel with lots of subscribers is gonna gain a tremendous amount of accumulated minutes watched. Number 2 is watch time retention metrics. One of the things that YouTube has told us time and time again is that they reward videos that keep viewers watching longer. So we have to ask ourselves, how the heck is YouTube measuring that last part of that quote, which comes from the YouTube creator blog? Videos that keep viewers watching longer. Well, how they're measuring is the watch time retention, average view duration, as well as average percentage viewed. And lastly is relevancy. And we're gonna look at these results. So number 1, we have Daryl Eves, and he's ranking #1 with 340,000 subscribers. His video in just a few months has racked up 28,000 results, and thus we know that he's ranking based on accumulated minutes watched, watch time retention metrics, and relevancy. All 3 factors, he's doing a great job. Ranking number 2, again, Pronto Mario has 490,000 subscribers. The video has done 22,000 video views. And again, this video is ranking based on all 3 elements: accumulated minutes, watch time retention, and relevancy. However, when we look at the 4th ranking video, The Game Theorists, you gotta love game theory. Amazing channel. 7.7 million subscribers, and the video is ranking with 4.7 million views. And what's really interesting is this video title doesn't even include the word algorithm. How the heck is it ranking for YouTube algorithm? Because it's crushing items #1 and probably #2. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that this video has got a tremendous amount of accumulated minutes watched because it's driven 4.7 million views. And at this point, it could almost be so discouraging. However, if this is where the algorithm stopped, well, small channels like my channel, I just launched it less than a year ago, wouldn't have a chance. So how was I able to compete with channels like PewDiePie and game theory? Relevancy. My video ranks based on watch time retention. It did really great with a 10-minute average view duration and relevancy. Now, if you look at my YouTube analytics, you can see that the views are growing. I'm ranking, as I mentioned, in the top 10 of search, and even better, my video is now getting pushed out to suggested videos based on the fact that I'm doing really great with both relevancy as well as my watch time retention metrics. You can see here my video is showing up on Quentin Reviews, Roberto Blake, video creators, God Rules, Evan Carmichael, and more. And this, my friend, is how small YouTubers, little bitty baby YouTubers, grow up to be big daddy YouTubers. Relevancy. So let's continue to break down those search engine results pages, also known as SERPs, and let's talk about each individual listing and some of the things that are going on. So first off, we have to talk about the keyword phrase and return to the metadata. The video title carries the most weight. In other words, if you only focus on incorporating the keyword phrase into your video title, you're going to greatly increase your chance to rank well. Now, one of the things that I mentioned was my title was only 3 words long. We're looking at a 2-word search query, YouTube algorithm. And my title was YouTube algorithm explained. A couple things. If the keyword phrase comes at the beginning of the video title, just like mine did, my video title started with the exact search term, YouTube algorithm. That's going to carry more weight in the relevancy algorithm than, say, if the search query came at the end of the title. So when we look at Daryl Eves' results, we get, is YouTube killing big channels? YouTube algorithm 2016 update. So if the YouTube algorithm rewards a video title that contains the search term closer to the front of the title, the beginning of the title, why would Daryl stick YouTube algorithm in the middle? Well, one of the things Daryl's doing actually is he's combining multiple keyword phrases to be able to rank a few times for different keyword phrases, and that's powerful, and he can pull it off because remember, he's got like how many subscribers? Wow. A lot, 340,000 subscribers. And as soon as he published his video, he drove all kinds of views and accumulated those minutes watched. So he's banking on that part of the algorithm. Someone like me, at the time when I published my video, I barely had 7,000 or 8,000 subscribers. So I really had to be careful with not trying to rank for too many things. And this is why channels like Game Theory and PewDiePie don't have to worry about keyword phrases, don't have to worry about video SEO, because at the end of the day, their videos are incredibly engaging. They keep people watching, which is the core driver of the algorithm. But if you're struggling to drive views, if you've got a newer channel or it's just not happening, I believe it makes an awful lot more sense to just identify an exact keyword phrase. You go to YouTube, you type in your seed word like YouTube algorithm, and you see what comes up, and you put that in the title. And this is exactly how you can boost your views by leveraging relevancy in the YouTube search engine. However, one of the things you want to do and you want to be aware of is first you identify the keyword phrase you're going to target before you start filming. We'll talk about why as we move forward. And furthermore, you want to see how much of a boost your video is going to get if you go with a super relevant, I call it an exact match keyword phrase. And if you look at YouTube algorithm explained, that's a keyword phrase. And notice my video title is an exact match. It's like it's closely connected, right? The search query is exactly the same as the video title, and that's closely connected, the thing that YouTube rewards. So I got a boost for that, and that's how I was able to rank #1 for YouTube algorithm explained. However, you want to go ahead and you want to check the YouTube SERPs, search engine results pages, for the keyword phrase you're going to target before you create the video, and here's why. Sometimes YouTubers are very well aware of this, the successful ones anyway, and oftentimes you'll find all the videos in the top 10 or 20, most of them are leveraging this relevancy boost. How can you tell? All you need is a browser. You can do this on your Mac, you can do it on a PC. In one of the primary menus in the browser that you use, you'll find a find. What you want to do is copy and then paste the search term you're going to optimize for in the find box, and what will happen is that will highlight all usages of that phrase in the web page itself, and you can then see if the video titles are optimized for the given keyword phrase you're thinking about optimizing for. And case in point, if you look at how to get more views on YouTube, you'll see that most of the video results are very well optimized for that phrase. The phrase is in most of the video titles, and thus I won't get much of a boost if I were to target that keyword phrase, which means it's going to be more competitive. However, when we look at the search engine results pages for YouTube algorithm, in order to create a highly relevant match with the video title, those titles would need to be short, like mine, 2 or 3 words. And yet none of the video titles are short, and that's how I was confident with my ability to rank for that given keyword phrase. So that's a simple hack you can use to identify just how competitive and ultimately how many video creators are leveraging relevancy. So what the heck is a stemmed keyword? It's really not too complicated. It's simply taking the first instance of a keyword phrase and creating a new phrase based on adding a prefix or a suffix to the end of the original phrase. So in this example, my original phrase, the phrase I really want to target is YouTube algorithm, and I identified a suffix, explained, that created an entirely new keyword phrase that was also incredibly relevant to my original. So now I'm targeting YouTube algorithm as well as YouTube algorithm explained. Sure enough, within days of publishing my video, I ranked number 2 or number 3 for YouTube algorithm explained, and now today as I film this video, I'm ranking number 1, and I'll mention that that phrase has driven a lot of views to my video and has allowed me to accumulate that watch time, which is one of the primary ranking factors we talked about. And that's why I like to have a primary and a secondary phrase, and I use the keyword stemming method. How's that for geeking out with you on a weekend? What day are we publishing? I don't know. How about Saturday? Really pretty simple. You take the exact keyword phrase you want to rank for and you put it in the video title, and that's it. You don't add any extra stuff. You don't add any extra words, and that's it. In my case, I identified YouTube algorithm explained. That was the search query, and I stuck exactly the search query I wanted to rank for in my video title. YouTube algorithm explained. And I was able to rank with a new channel, number 1, and you can too. This is the power of relevancy. Now, I mentioned I did pretty darn well with the average view retention. I've got some ninja tricks, and in January, I studied a lot of watch time strategies to basically increase retention as well as percentage viewed. If you'd like me to create a video around the algorithm and specifically the watch time metrics that YouTube looks at to identify if they should rank your video, let me know in a comment below, and I'll gladly move forward and create that video. But we got bonuses. Bonus! I mentioned metadata. What about the tags? As you're identifying those stemmed variations of your keyword phrase, like if I look at YouTube algorithm, I see YouTube algorithm change, I see YouTube algorithm update, and I can put those phrases, because they're very relevant to my original phrase, as a YouTube tag. Enter those as tags and you'll give your video just a slight boost. And you know what? These teeny tiny slight boosts, they add up along the way, and they can help you to stand out in search to drive more views. And then when you create your YouTube description, make sure to incorporate some of those phrases again. Write a few paragraphs about the topic of your video, include the keywords you're targeting, and you're good to go. Last bonus. As you're filming your video, make sure to say the words you want to rank for, and then the auto-generated closed captions of your video will include the keywords you want to rank for. That's helpful. That's another small tip that you can use to stack things in your favor and win. You know, if you want to grow a channel, if you're interested in the algorithm, in views and subscribers, make sure to hit the beat to the G icon below. I'll keep you updated as to the algorithm and tactics and strategies and thumbnails and playlists and all of it. You'll also feed a poodle. I got 2 and they're hungry. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Poof. Pixie dust.